Hello, everybody. Hello, guys. This is my final speech for this course, and first of all, I want to say thank you for your feedback and for the support which you have been giving me. I hope you all are doing well, and this was really a fun class to take. The topic of my final speech is leadership, and this topic may sound to you pretty obvious, but I think I had some special point of view on modern leadership and why is it vital to become a leader. First of all, the concept of leader varies for everyone with their meaning and their inherent attributes. Each of the areas of activity needs its own leaders with a certain stock of skills and characteristics. The concepts of a leader are also closely related to the time and place where this leader operates. For example, if in the past, in order to lead a circle of people, it was necessary to stand out with a physical preparation, now a modern leader predisposes himself in word rather than physical strength. Of our rich history, people have seen many bad and good leaders, and therefore we have gained some experience. That's why modern world needs a special phenotype of human which must be followed. Um, in our times, with the widespread of information, it is really hard to stand out, and that's why I think people have to develop leadership skills in order to gain their goals and in order to succeed. If talking about business, the difference between ordinary manager and the leader is that personal management and the mechanism of the company was different a half century ago. It was just enough to build competent accounting, write down the rules of management, and a simple mechanism of company, and this would bring you to success. But the world has changed, and the method of management with the help of numbers is outdated too. The totalitarian way of leadership is in the past either. Nowadays, to have a team, not just employees but like-minded people with uh, leadership skills and who is more interested, more productive, and obviously more profitable. Um, if you look at this picture, most important leadership qualities over the next 5 years are predicted to be as creativity, integrity, and global thinking. The Oxford Handbook of Social Influence, which was written by Michael J. Plato and Alexander Haslam, quotes that most people agree that the concept of a leader is an innate feature, but in fact, everyone is able to develop necessary qualities. Based on my self-observation, I have prepared 5 main qualities which I think modern leaders should have. And the first quality is communication skill. There are many techniques, verbal and non-verbal gestures, rules of conduct, which together form a confident and self-sufficient leader. These points should include sociability, the ability to listen and hear, competent construction of speech and oratory. In other words, you need to effectively use your verbal intelligence, facial expressions, leadership emotions to achieve your goal. There was not a single successful leader whose communication skills were not developed or not stood out from the rest. The next quality is flexibility. Science Direct, a site that provides access to scientific publications, helped me to realize that one of the most important characteristics of a leader is a high level of adaptability and flexibility. The ability to adapt to constantly changing circumstances and the needs of environment has always been a sign of a great leader. The next is self-confidence, and self-confidence is this is a pretty simple concept because belief in a leader's ability will not be unshakable if the leader does not believe in himself. Confidence allows a person decide to himself what is success and achievement in every sphere he is trying to gain, which fits perfectly in our concept of leadership. Um, The next and the last is empathy. Since the concept of a leader has many facets and qualities inherent to him, for fifth point, it will be more appropriate to share not a very popular but really important characteristic. Since leadership is directly based on social interaction, this process requires a high level of social behavior and understanding of the environment. What is empathy? Well, Psychology Today magazine, by the lead of Success Publishers, which is bi-monthly science magazine, states that empathy enhances the productivity of activities, development of competence in communication, ensures the creation of deeper and personal relationships, refuting the assumption that the nature of transformational leadership is based on certain characteristic traits. Aras Baron claims that a certain type of leadership requires a certain type of reaction from followers, and that's why empathy is extremely important. And I've already made a speech on empathy, so you are familiar with this term and this concept. Um, so when the manager builds formal ties in the team, the leader is interested in a formal motivating relationships. The executive manager takes responsibility for the result, and the leader is responsible for the employees and their families. This is the key point that distinguishes an ordinary manager from a leader. And because people enter into communication not only in professional but also in personal relationships, leaders always stand out and have everything to succeed. To conclude everything up, who is modern leader and why it is important to be a leader nowadays? A leader brings together a team to achieve common goals. The leader focuses on the result and is responsible for it under any circumstances. The leader inspires and motivates the team. Communication skills, flexibility, self-confidence, empathy, and also wide outlook will be your milestones in becoming a true leader. This time has presented has presented to people a wide access to information, and in order to stand out for a person must become a leader. Leaders had been changing the world in the past. Become a leader, build the best environment, and change the world. Thank you.